Hey, Spontaneans, before we get to today's episode, I want to tell you about another Earwolf show you should be listening to if you're not already. It's the one that started it all. Comedy Bang Bang. That's right. It's the show where host Scott Aukerman talks to interesting people. Each week, Scott starts the show by interviewing a celebrity guest, but there's an open door policy, so you never know what kind of odd characters are going to stop by. It's so funny and outrageous, and it is a must listen if you love comedy. Recent guests include Nathan Fielder, Andy Richter, and John Hamm, plus Earwolf favorites like Lauren Lapkus, Jason Mantzoukas, and myself are always stopping by. Listen and subscribe to Comedy Bang Bang on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you listen. Welcome. Welcome. Can you hear me? Welcome. Hello? Welcome. Welcome to the show. Can everybody hear me? Welcome. Welcome to the show. Hello? Hi there. Trying a new thing where just want to ease people into the show. Use a small voice. Because I don't want to be freaking people out. Some people have a problem with bombast. You know why? The word bomb is in there. It's not a mistake. The English language is a very specific. They put the word bomb in bombast as a dog whistle to people who like bombs and loud people. When someone is described as bombastic, essentially what you're saying is when they open their mouth, it's like a bomb goes off. And no one likes that. Now, have people accused me of being bombastic? They've said I'm fantastic. They've said I'm elastic. They've said I'm elastic because I invented a serum where I can stretch my arms and legs really far. Oh, Paul, why aren't you a superhero then? Because it hurts like hell. Because my bones don't stretch. It's just the flesh encasement of my limbs that stretches. And then inside my bones are like, no, 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 no. Especially because, did you know this? The hand bone, you know that hand bone? It's like there's connectors. I think we all knew that was going to happen. So like, in order to stretch my arm, I have to like detach so many bones leading up to the shoulder. It's not worth it. That's why crime runs rampant in this city, because I did not come up with a bone stretching serum. Whose fault is that? Mine. I own it. With great power comes great responsibility. But fuck that noise. That's why I wander from town to town, trying not to get discovered by that one reporter who wants to expose my secret. No, a cue not taken. All right. I thought we had a thing going, but maybe I was wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to... Too late now. Welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest onto the program to have a free-form conversation with me inspired by a blind question from our previous episode's guest. Sometimes I'm explaining the concept of the show to the guests as they sit right there.
Oh my God.
Then I invite some improviser pals onto the program to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. That's what he goes like. Ladies and gentlemen, what a treat it is to welcome this person to the show.
Oh my God.
You've seen her on a million things. You've seen her on Mad TV.
Yeah.
You've seen her on Shameless. You've seen her in like a Coen Brothers movie. You've seen her... go look her up on IMDb. Her license plate is IMDb me. And
I had to pay a lot for that.
It is so much.
I had to pay a lot for that. I had to get it from Tom Cruise.
She's also the host, along with Aaron Foley,
Yeah.
co-hosts
Yeah.
of the Bachelor/Bachelorette podcast.
Yeah.
Would you accept this rose?
Will you?
Will you? Oh.
It's okay. It's okay. I accept it. Your rose and your apology.
I didn't actually apologize.
It's okay. It's okay.
Please welcome to the show, Arden Myrin.
Oh my God, thank you.
Arden, you're here.
Oh my God, I'm here, Paul. What a joy. I'm so glad we both dressed for the same event.
Right?
We're at a polo match.
That's right.
We look great.
We look great.
We look great.
I'm happy and proud of us.
I'm so proud of us. I was so worried about us. I was so worried about both of us.
Why do you worry about us so much?
I worry about us so much. And then we put on a nice outfit. You put on a jaunty striped tie and a straw hat
That's
like
right.
Tom Wolfe.
It's the summertime.
It's the summer. I put on linen for you.
Do you ever feel like we don't come through?
No,
Yeah.
no. I mean, in my real life, sure, but not once we've left the house.
No. We're just talking about clothes.
IMDb me. What if that was my catchphrase? Boy, that would be a hard person to hang out with.
There is someone who has that license plate IMDb me.
Have you guys seen it?
I've not seen it in person. I've seen photos of it.
It exists? IMDb me.
Yeah.
We need to find out who has that. Please let it be Dana Gould. That would be the best.
Shots fired.
Yes, that would be the best.
Arden, I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
This comes to us from our previous episode's guest.
Yeah.
That question is,
Yep.
how do you feel about your eye color?
Oh my God, thank you so much for asking. I didn't know how to bring it up. I have blue eyes.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's so familiar.
I was on the wrong page.
Oh my God. It's not the right question.
They're always familiar to me because
Yeah.
I see them twice.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was last week's question.
So you got the same question.
No,
You got yes.
no.
Yeah, okay.
Here's the question.
Okay. Because I'm so glad it wasn't that one because I feel like shit about my no I feel fine about my
Of course you do. You have blue eyes.
They're
Everyone
terrible.
compliments blue-eyed people all the time.
It hurts. It's hard in the sun out here. But thank you. Yes.
It's hard in the sun.
It burns.
You take in too much sun.
It burns. Yeah, I do.
I understand.
I understand.
You have to wear those special glasses.
Yes. For the rapper. I read Charles Shades. Yeah. Okay.
Here is this week's question.
Yes, sir.
Asked by the person who answered last week's question, and this person asks you,
Yeah.
when was the last time you pretended to know something?
Oh God. Oh God. I would say this weekend. This weekend I was lucky enough to go to Outside Lands Festival.
That's right, in San Francisco, Golden Gate Park.
Yeah, it's San Francisco Golden
We
Gate.
recorded a Spontaneanation live from there just last year.
So fun. I don't want to give anything away, but maybe somebody exciting invited me to go, and I was hosting Bachelor contestants in the woods, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So so I'm sort of
Can you just 1 second?
Yeah, sure.
What does that mean you were hosting them in the woods?
Well, I took a bunch of ayahuasca.
Let's just for
I took a bunch of ayahuasca.
just in case there's some weirdos confused by that
I
phrase.
took a bunch of ayahuasca and I met a bunch of bodybuilders and they told me they were on the show and I hosted. We went in and we got real feral. No, basically.
Ooh, don't say feral here.
Oh, yes. So no, boo. So Outside Lands takes place in Golden Gate Park.
Yes,
and
it's primarily a music festival, but
Yeah.
they also have comedy.
They also have comedy, and the comedy tent
burlesque.
Comedy burlesque is real. It is. The tent looks like an opium den. It's the most magical, weird sort of Arabian Nights tent,
Yes.
but it's deep in the woods. Like in order to get there, it's deep in the woods.
No, I've been to this festival before. I don't remember any Lord of the Rings type journey.
But you didn't you were wearing heeled boots. I didn't know.
How do you know?
You were wearing your Cuban heels.
Yes, I always wear them for live shows.
Like Prince. You were like little purple
I'm the same size as him.
Please tell me that. I see your beautiful stiletto right now.
Thank you.
It elongates your legs so beautifully.
Look at the definition of my calves.
You know what? It just leans out the whole thing.
That's right.
So I brought the wrong footwear, and I was wearing heels and the boots in the woods. So it felt like I was deep in the woods.
Right.
And so I was hosting all this. So I had 5 bachelors with me. And
But were you doing your podcast?
Yeah, we did my podcast. So I invited them to come and be the guest.
Now, these are guys that were on the show.
On the show, including Dean, who is like this season's sweetheart, and Kenny, and basically trying to get these gentlemen to the woods and actually like submit W-9s, trying to wrangle personal trainers to buy themselves an airline ticket and like submit their W-9s. That was tough. But then, so I was sort of like their liaison, and so when people would ask me stuff, like I knew the answer,
like where are the bathrooms?
Yeah, things like that.
Yeah.
So I did lie. Like
we get free drinks?
Exactly. And I basically just said, I lied to all, like, yes, like, you know, even, yes, you get lots of free drink, you know, and of course that was not accurate. But yeah, so I pretended to know a lot more I didn't realize much about the festival, but I was lying to a lot of hot personal trainers just to lure them deep into the woods. And so I pretended to know much more about the festival than I actually did, or where we were, or how to get food,
right.
or when a golf cart was coming to take these bodybuilders away. It was incredible. It was truly the most wonderful weekend.
And people will be able to hear this already?
Yes, it's up on Paget Brewster came with us, which was watching Paget in her element. Paget,
deep in the woods.
If you've never been with Paget in the woods, if anybody could have been worse dressed for the woods, it was Paget.
Sure.
She showed up in gold, like stiletto boots with like tight cigarette pants. She had a white puffer coat. It's dirty there. Okay, she had like a white puffer coat, and she had a giant handbag filled with a bottle of wine at like 11 a.m. And I was like, and then she kept lighting up in places you're not supposed to be smoking. And
which is most places these days.
Which is most places. And watching her in her element. And so I made her sort of walk and get things. And she would just keep screaming, I'm too rich for this. I'm too famous for this. Like, it was too far to walk. She's like, where's my golf cart? And I thought, I love her so much. It makes her sound like, but she was being funny. And she kept trying to light up. And they were like, ma'am, you need to put that away. And she was like, I'm going to keep lighting up. It was amazing. Yeah.
So what did you lie about? Oh, the festival. Knowing things about the festival.
I lied about getting.
I forgot what the question was.
That's what I lied about. Yeah.
Are you, in your regular life, are you someone who can claim ignorance if someone brings up a movie or a book or geography, a historical event, or do you sort of nod to go along?
I'm going to be honest with you.
Thank you.
I've only started telling the truth recently because I realized I was lying all the time.
Yeah.
There's most things I don't know. I'm not cool. I don't know. Being at the festival all weekend when people would ask me about the bands. Like, I didn't know, literally on the biggest stage and the biggest acts, I would lie about having any knowledge of who any band is. Right. You know, like I have real gaps in my, I've historically lied about where geography, all of it.
Yeah.
But now I'm just starting to back up, and it takes me, I will basically let a conversation go on for 3 minutes, and then I will come back and go, I am so sorry, but I did not know. There's certain words I don't know what they mean, but I will bring it up like 3 minutes later because I feel ashamed and I'm nodding, and then I'm starting to try to not lie.
Yes.
Do you lie?
I'm in the same boat where it's a bad habit from long ago that I had to make myself not do anymore.
It's hard.
Yeah, because but when you see other people, and we've talked about this on the show before, and when you see other people do it, where they say, I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
It's like, well, of course that's what you should do.
I think a part of me feels like growing up, and I don't know, like I did look like Barb from Stranger Things until I was like 14. I was like a ginger, or I looked like Ron Howard or Ron Weasley. You know, I was like the only ginger, any boy. Like I wasn't any of the Rons, Ron Perlman. But I
I was a little girl who looked like Ron Perlman.
I was adorable. I entered so many pageants, and I never made it past the first round. I could not contour the Ron away. There were not enough ringlets to get rid of Ron.
And then he's in Hellboy where he's a ginger.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There, looking so angry and so scary, but big. And I'm like, God, that's my Ron. I know how that feels.
That's my Ron.
But I think when you are like the weirdo growing up and kind of an odd duckling, you try to like go along to get along. So you act like you act like you know what the cool records are, the cool whatever, so you sort of like know how to cover up. But
absolutely.
Did you do that? Were you popular like in junior high or anything?
Yes and no. I mean, I was definitely like the funny kid. And so a lot of people liked that. And a lot of people who maybe didn't like me at first came around to like me because I was proven okay by other people. You know what I mean? But there was always the danger of being made fun of. But I feel like almost like I was smarter then. Like for a teenager, I had a great memory for trivia, for facts, for things like that. So
were you pop culture? Was it pop culture or was it more
everything? Kind of everything, yeah. And I was that is what made it where I couldn't be caught not knowing a thing because I would be mortified and then I would be exposed.
I bet you were a GD delight. You must have been a delight.
I don't know. I think I was okay. I bet I was fun to be around if you were.
Did you have a girlfriend?
Teenager. I did not have a girlfriend until my junior year of high school.
That's good.
Yeah, not too bad. Right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So I did okay, but I remember that feeling of everyone knows what this is and I don't know what it is, especially when it's like a cool pop culture thing that everyone's into. But I feel like I went through, it depended on what it was because there were some things I was proud to be ignorant of and say, I don't know what that is. I'm not into that.
Yes.
But like a big thing for me was not knowing a word. Like I had to know all the words.
There's some words that I feel like I still am not quite sure of the pronunciation.
Oh, absolutely.
And then you get there and then you panic and you're like, oh, I'm just going to go off the board and I'm going to sell it. And then it's like, the Ron Perlman in me is like, you got to back up and ask somebody, did I pronounce that correctly? Did I pronounce that correctly?
What's a word that you had seen in print that when you finally heard it out loud, you realized you had a completely different pronunciation in your head?
Oh, that's interesting.
Right.
My gentleman caller, he gets wrong? Is
this your husband?
Yes, my gentleman caller, he gets Ben Affleck wrong. He says Ben Affleck, and it's like, bro. Like, you live in America. Like, you don't have to be his biggest fan, but it's not the Affleck brothers.
Exactly.
It's not Ben and Casey Affleck. Like, he's been around a bit. It's like not Good Will Hunting just arriving, man. Like,
you don't know who he is just from reading about him.
Yeah.
You've heard his name out loud many, many times.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I can't think right now about the word. I'm being honest with you, Paul. I don't know.
I know that you are.
That was hard for me to be. Well, I want to give you a good answer. I'm sure I'll get one today.
A common one I know a lot of people thought that misled was misled. I've heard that from many people.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Which that was not mine. I know I had one. I think epitome was one that I thought was epitome.
Oh, I like that. I had a Rhode Island.
It's fun, right?
Well, growing up in Rhode Island, I thought fart was spelled F-O-T until I was like 8. Literally. It'd be like, who farted? It's like all this stuff of. Like,
would you write it that way?
Yeah, I would write F-O-T. Because people were farting everywhere. People would stop cutting the cheese.
And you had to write about it.
God, dear diary. Oh, Paul farted all through that podcast. I didn't know what to say. We were stuck in the room. It was like a sauna in there. You kept farting.
Did you have an accent when you were growing up?
Clearly I must have if I wanted to spell it F-O-T.
Well, it could have been that's what you were hearing from people.
My mom has a bit of she's from Queens, so she says like Washington.
Like our president.
She is just like, that's so Jenna Marie. And she's got a blonde comb over. She's got a full blonde comb over. She loves to grab women. No, it's called she would say Washington and wash the car.
Yeah.
She still says stuff like that. I don't even hear it anymore, but like when people meet her, they're like, "Oh my God, your mom." Wow. Yeah, she's got that accent.
But when did you lose your accent?
I would say probably I got probably like 10 or 11. I went.
You made an effort.
Well, I went from the local public school in the town with to my mom was like, I got to get her out of here. She's spelling fart, F-O-T. So I got shipped off to there was a Quaker school in Massachusetts that she would drive me to, a friend's academy. Although I did have a sex ed teacher in 7th grade that would say puberty and pubicare and and then she taught us, and I'm not even lying, I actually had to text my best friend growing up, Cheryl Tamaguiney, and her mom's name is Tammy Tamaguiney. I was like, did Mrs. Gifford?
We love full names on this show.
Yeah, Tammy Tamaguiney. Are you fucking kidding me? Get over here. So our sex ed teacher with a thick Massachusetts accent at a Quaker school, and we were so innocent, taught us about Cleveland steamers and golden showers.
What?
And the way she taught us, I was like, is my comedian's brain exaggerating that? And she's like, no, that happened. She taught us, she said, some homosexuals are aroused by urinating on one another. And I'm like, oh my God. First of all, I'm sure there's straight people who like that too, but none of us had held hands with anyone. We fucking learned we learned about golden showers at Cleveland, and she
How
was a thick
old
accent.
were you?
I literally was 11. I was
my God.
flat chested. I mean, it was terrifying.
Didn't have any bearing.
But I mean, I was so fucking innocent. It was like, oh my God, we were behind the curtain at the gym on the stage showing the
demented.
videos about budding, your boobs are budding, and somebody's gonna urinate on you. It was just like, what is happening? What is happening? What is happening?
Oh.
Yeah, and then we had a gym teacher that was a former Marine who my brother was sort of like Anthony Michael Hall in 16 Candles. We were little, and so he made everybody get cups, and he was like, come on, everybody. My brother was like
protective cups.
Cups, and so there was huge, how some guys grow early and they have mustaches, and then there's Anthony Michael, Farmer Ted, and he said to all the rest of the guys, oh, you fucking pussies are out there just fucking being queens out there. Our version of dodgeball was called Smear the Queer.
Sure, absolutely.
It was in the 80s at a Quaker school.
We called it that
too. At a Quaker school. I look back on this, I'm like, that was what... Boy, are kids growing up in a much cooler world right now. But I will say we have thicker skin. It's damaged. There's a lot of thorns in that skin. It's thicker, but it's a much kinder and accepting world
all
now.
These snowflakes these days.
Oh my God, they're all much nicer children for it. My God, it was like kill or be killed at that Quaker school in the woods.
But it worked because you lost that accent.
I lost that accent. I discovered hair dye, and I got my IMDb medium. Here we are.
Arden Myrin, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
Now, it is September 25th as people are hearing this, so what would you like to tell people about? Where can people find you?
Oh, okay, so I'm going to be on a new Netflix show that is coming out, I think in January, called Insatiable, and I have stand-up dates and stuff like that, and it'll be on Arden Myrin, MYRIN.com. You can find my tour date.
There you go, and you're on Twitter?
I'm on Twitter, and it's the same Arden Myrin, and I host my comedy bachelor podcast on Nerdist called Will You Accept This Rose?
There you go. Arden Myrin, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break during which you will listen to the ad. When we return, we'll meet our improvisers. Bye-bye for now. Besser vs. Audience is back for Season 4 on Stitcher Premium. You know Matt Besser from UCB and his Earwolf show Improv for Humans, and now you can get even more Matt Besser on his Stitcher Premium show. Most hosts want to warm an audience up before they perform for them, but not Matt Besser. He would rather challenge the crowd, which is exactly what happens in Besser vs. Audience. Recorded live at UCB's Ask Cat show, Besser vs. Audience follows Matt Besser as he engages with his fans in ways that are startling and more than than a little confrontational. Listen to Besser vs. Audience on Stitcher Premium. You can get 1 month free when you go to stitcherpremium.com/improv and use offer code SPONT, S-P-O-N-T. That is stitcherpremium.com/improv, offer code SPONT for a free month of Stitcher Premium. I challenge you to listen to it today. That's a little song that Evan and I worked up. Lyrics are still first draft. It's a scrambled egg, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Spontaneanation. It is time to meet our friends from the land of Make Pretends. Seated right across from me. She just got her microphone where it needs to be in this sweet spot. Mm-hmm. Welcome back, our friend Maria Blasucci.
Hey, Paul, how's it going?
Hey, Maria. It's going great. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Hey, good. So... Maria, you grew up here in Los Angeles?
I sure did. LA, baby. Born and bred.
What kind of games did you play in gym class as a child? Did you even have a gym class?
Yeah, we had a gym class, of course.
You went to a Catholic school, did you not?
Yes, I went to a Catholic grade school, and then I went to an all-girls Catholic high school. And then I went to a Jesuit college.
Ooh.
So ask me about the New Testament, and I got you covered.
Hey, how about when Jesus got mad at that fig tree and he cursed it? What an overreaction.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
What?
Is that a big one?
No, it's actually a bit of a deep cut in the Bible.
Yeah, it's a B-side.
But it's a B-side. But at one point Jesus wants a fig and he like goes to this fig tree and there's no figs on it. And he's like, "Oh, guess what? I curse you, fig tree, and you'll never ever grow figs again."
I get it though, and that's the human part of Jesus, right?
Yes, exactly.
So,
exactly.
Yeah. No, I always like the one where he was a kid and he messed up. And then someone yelled at him, right? But there he like, I don't feel like I feel like if I took
Are you thinking of Full House?
What? No, where he goes and he's like a little shitty kid, and then
he's a little shitty kid.
Do you know what I'm talking about? He's a
no. What is this story of Jesus being a brat?
Being a little shitty kid.
What was he doing though?
Something about he was in a church and he was like being a shitty little kid or something, and then
you just keep saying that over and over again.
It's the story of Jesus in the shitty afternoon.
Is this when Jesus, when Mary and Joseph lose him for a while?
Yes.
But then they find him and he's not being a shitty kid.
Right.
He's teaching the rabbis in the temple.
To me, that's being shitty because he didn't tell his parents.
It's precocious.
He didn't tell his parents.
Being shitty.
Well, great parents who lose track of their child.
Well, no, he should have told them. He's like half of like God.
But he was a kid. He was a kid.
That's the thing. He was a human too, but he was being a shitty human.
Well, look, the Bible is open to interpretation.
Sure.
I interpret this differently than you do.
I live my life by the parable of the shitty kid.
What do you think the lesson is from this parable?
Always tell someone where you're going. Okay.
The Bible is full of lessons for us if only we'll open our hearts.
Yeah.
Did you know that it is recorded nowhere in the Bible that Jesus ever smiled?
I'm sure he did, though. I mean, honestly, if there weren't pictures of me, I doubt anyone would have ever said I smiled. It would have never been a thing about Maria that she smiled. Like, who is Maria? Oh, she was funny, and honestly, I don't even know. I'll tell you, did she smile? Maybe. Do you know what I mean? It's true. I'm serious.
I know that you're serious.
But I don't know. Jesus smiled. I just think it's not something people remembered about him. Because
they remember that he got mad at a tree.
You do, but I don't. You see, we all have different versions.
You fell into my trap. Maria, I'm going to look away from you now.
Yeah, I got some stuff to think about anyway.
Yeah. And I'm going to look at this person sitting right next to me. Please. She wasn't ready. Welcome back to the program, little Janet Varney.
Thank you.
Janet, how are you doing?
I am filled with so much regret that I didn't actually read the scriptures I was supposed to read when I was forced to go to Mormon church with my mom every Sunday growing up.
Which ones did you read? The Book of Mormon?
Possibly none.
Was there no study of the...
I mean, for sure there was. I don't know if we had, like, homework, things were read and discussed in church and Sunday school. I don't remember any of them at all.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
You don't remember the parable of the shitty kid?
I don't remember the shitty kid parable. I thought you were talking about Alexander's No Good Very Bad Day.
It's based on that.
Children's book. Wait, the Jesus parable is based on that book?
No.
Yes.
The Christians read it, were like, this is a great book. How can we make this about Jesus? and reverse engineer a story.
What are the things that you remember from your religious study?
I remember the songs. I guess I remember mostly the songs.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I remember definitely feeling like I looked at everyone else who seemed to have faith and felt like interested, suspicious.
What was your favorite song?
Envious.
Because some of them kind of stick with you, the melodies.
Yeah.
Great melodies.
Honestly,
Bringing in the sheaves.
Yeah.
It's a banger.
Listen, somebody's got to do it. Those sheaves need bringing in.
That's right.
What are sheaves?
I've never known.
Okay.
Look, see, we're doing it. I've
There you
never
go.
known what a sheave is.
You were very honest. I'm proud of you.
And is it a plural of sheaf?
I don't know. It's a great question.
In my mind, here's what I picture: is that
Yeah.
it's some kind of wheat-like substance.
I think that's a good guess.
You have a big basket of sheaves.
Yeah.
And you're bringing.
You know what? I'm kicking myself because
No idea.
sheaves was a New York Times crossword clue.
Right.
And I solved that puzzle, and I couldn't tell you. And that I just did that, and I can't tell you what sheaves are.
Was it because of the song?
It wasn't.
Oh.
In my mind, I think I thought I've never heard the word sheave and so now I'm realizing, of course I have that song, but nothing helped anything else. You know what I mean? I didn't remember then. It's not helpful now. I can't remember what the crossword clue was. It's just a series of blanks in the story.
I've never
I'm
heard the
telling.
word sheave.
Bringing in the sheaves. We will
Go
walk
rejoicing.
together. We will go rejoicing.
I'm sure it's one of those ones. I've never heard the full
There's a
song.
lot that you're doing.
Where you're always bringing in the sheaves, then we're doing this as we're bringing in the sheaves.
We will
then
solve a crossword, bringing in the sheaves.
What was your favorite song?
There was a song that my, and Evan, if you could just bring it down for a second, this is a family song. There was a song that my grandmother loved for me to sing to her. Aww. It was an Easter song. It was about when is Jesus coming back. It wasn't called When is Jesus Coming Back. It was called I Wonder When He Comes Again.
I wonder
when he comes.
It's very speculative.
It's probably from his parents when they were looking for him.
If they were looking for him after he was deceased,
Based
well,
on
that's fair too.
Yeah.
They had good reason to think he'd come back.
It sounds vaguely romantic to me.
Yeah.
It sounds.
I wonder when he'll come again.
It's a weirdly romantic song. Now that you say that,
And you would sing this to your grandmother?
yeah.
How did it
It was
go?
like the concession that I would make because I think it really crushed her that I was not a good Mormon. And so I think knowing the lyrics to that song and singing it to her because she liked the way I sang was the sort of like, no, look, Grandma, I'm not all bad.
I got
Here's
this.
this song that makes you happy.
Would you just like start singing it to shut her up?
She was like, who ate all the cookies? I wonder when. Oh my
How
God.
did it go? How did it go?
I wonder when he comes again, will herald angels sing?
Oh my God.
Will earth be white with drifted snow, or will the world know spring?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No spring.
It sounds like it's from The King and I.
Oh, it
It's
really
very
it does.
melodic.
It sounds very
I mean,
Broadway.
It really is.
Yeah.
I
It's
picture
definitely Mormon songs. A lot of Mormon songs are much because it's such an American religion. There's a lot more contemporary kind of sounding songs.
Irving Berlin wrote a lot of them, right?
A lot of them.
Very
Irving
catchy.
Berlin wrote a lot of them.
I picture just a little tiny Janet Varney looking very similar, but just like a little just serenading like a slightly dissatisfied
Same size
grandmother.
head, smaller
Same size
body.
head.
Stroking my
Yeah,
grandmother's
well,
cheek
she's
with the back
eating
of
like
my-
social teas. Yes.
And she falls asleep.
Are you still
And then
Mormon?
you eat more cookies.
quietly eating every Seeds candy in the box, but
there-
not being willing
yeah,
to
where's
admit
that
it was
Mari
me.
Werther's? Are you still Mormon?
I mean, I'm on the books for sure. I'd have to go through the process of. I'd have to get myself excommunicated, which is a long process.
I've done a lot of
time.
stand-up in Salt Lake City. I've never seen such a good-looking crowd. It's like the Mormon. Like you were like, wow, all of the openers were Mormon.
Yeah.
Everybody, they were like, everyone was gorgeous.
Yeah, well,
Can't get a Coke to save your life. Steve, I'm over to you, ladies and gentlemen.
From whom all blessings come. Praise him, all creatures here below. Praise him above, ye heavenly hosts. Praise Father, Son, and Holy Ghost.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show.
Amen.
Oh my God.
Steve Agee. Steve.
It's the only one I remember.
You haven't been here in a while. Thank you for coming back. Now listen, when I booked this show for the improvisers, I send out a mass email.
I know.
BCC because I'm a human being.
I got one just, I think, this morning.
Yeah, I've sent a lot and you never respond to them. What is with that?
I'm afraid of improvising.
Why are you afraid of it? You're funny.
I have bad memory brain.
So you feel like you'll lose the thread.
I improvised that and it was horrible.
People laughed at it.
Yeah.
I haven't really improvised since my Groundlings days in the 90s.
Were you a groundling?
I took classes.
Were you in the fun group?
Fun group? I was in a fun group.
You know what? You have a great spirit, and we'd like for you to continue giving us money. So why don't you join the fun group?
Basically.
The fun group. You have a great spirit.
Oh, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. That's right.
We want you to keep giving us some money.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Steve, you made Paul and I break on. You made me laugh harder on stage when you were Cinnamon.
That's right.
When he was Cinnamon with the pony, had to sharpen the pony.
I'm so glad I have somebody who was here from that night.
God.
Steve Agee.
Oh my God.
Broke. We did an episode of the Thrilling Adventure Hour live at Largo,
God.
and Steve Agee broke everybody on stage.
Oh my God.
At least, I mean, not always at the same time, but there was always, at one point, there was always somebody breaking.
Oh my God.
He did this insane performance of this character. Arden was there.
Oh my God.
It was truly crazy.
You couldn't read the script, and your glasses were over your head as they are now.
I need
and you were,
reading glasses.
You were like
I'm wearing
holding
faraway
them up. There was like
glasses.
glasses and script, and you couldn't read it. And it was you trying to murder somebody and sharpening the pony, and it was the most.
I did not understand. I had that script days in advance. I didn't understand. It was a weird script. I didn't understand it. We rehearsed it, and I still didn't understand it.
Oh my God.
As it was happening, it dawned on me that it was basically like a jigsaw from the Saw movies.
Which, still, an interesting interpretation of a character like that. I believe that episode was called Stabbin' in the Woods.
Oh my God.
It's still
Go
up on
find it.
iTunes,
I
Apple
couldn't get it
Podcasts, whatever.
together. I have never laughed so hard.
It was-
I've never broken so hard.
And by the way, I had to miss that show, and I have been hearing about how much it sucks that I missed that show from everyone who was on that stage ever since.
Jenny, you should listen to the episode.
You should listen to it.
No doubt.
It's insane.
We should find out when you can just fast forward to get like it is. You've never heard anything like
I
it.
gotta do it.
Steve, when the hymn says that all creatures should praise God, do they mean animals too?
Sure.
Like a frog is supposed to be like
Monkeys,
thank you.
turtles, marsupials. Praise him.
Werewolves.
He gave them all
Bugs.
life.
Werewolves.
I think creature. I think creature feature.
Absolutely.
Praise him.
Vampires.
I go straight to the Black Lagoon.
Praise him, all monsters here below.
All universal monsters sing.
Mommy Frankenstein and Dracula's too. Praise Father Guns.
Praise Father Guns. Praise Father Guns. That's what God told him to call him.
Yep,
Father
this
Guns.
is going to be a really good show, folks. I apologize in advance.
Father Guns.
Steve, thank you for coming back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you'll come back again
Thanks.
because we're going to have fun.
No, it doesn't sound like
You're
a
going to
yes.
see. We're
I'll
going to have a
reply
good
to your
time.
email today.
I want to be on that group email.
Arden, you just got here.
Okay, well, we'll see how I do.
We got to jump you into the gang.
I'm sorry. We'll see how I do. I'm sorry.
Ladies
guys.
and gentlemen, we are going to take a break. You're going to hear an ad. When we come back, we will have our location provided to us by Arden Myrin. And then we're going to do that improv I talked about. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Hey, it's Paul. Listen, while I got you on a break, I want to tell you about a couple things. First of all, live shows. If you're going to be in the Los Angeles area, October 29th, Sunday, October 29th, live at Largo, Dana Gould, the hilarious Dana Gould, creator of Stand Against Evil and a hilarious stand-up comedian, is presenting a live staged reading of Ed Wood's quote-unquote classic, Plan 9 from Outer Space. We're going to be doing a script reading of the actual screenplay of this movie live on stage. I've gotten to do it once before. It's one of my favorite things that I've ever done. It was so much fun. And it's a lot of great people that are going to be there. Little Janet Varney will be there. Eban Schletter will be doing live theremin accompaniment to this. People like Matt Bronger, Deborah Baker Jr. and Nate Mooney from Stand Against Evil, and a lot of other special guests. So that's going to be great. Another one the following month, also at Largo, Saturday, November 4th, the Work Juice players are reuniting to do a show for the Anti-Defamation League. It's a benefit show for the Anti-Defamation League because we're against fascists and we want you to know about it, that you should be too, and that you can donate money to a very good cause. So that will be Saturday, November 4th at Largo at the Cornet. You can get tickets. PaulFTompkins.com/live has tickets to those events and any other live events I might have coming up. And also seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Bajillion Dollar Properties. They are on iTunes right now. If you never got CISO, if you live in Canada and couldn't get CISO, you can see 1, 2, and 3 of Bajillion Dollar Properties. The complete seasons are on there now. All right, so check it out. And as always, I love you very much. Oh, hi.
Oh my God.
Are you still here? I guess you must like me. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to do our improv. We have a location provided to us by our guest, Arden Myrin, and we are about to begin. But first, just so you know, in order to... why are you so excited?
I'm so delighted by the amount of ambiance you make in the room.
In order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in time. Let's say we need to travel into the past for some reason. Somebody's having a memory. We're learning how something came to be. This sound moves us backwards in time. That is our flashback button. Let's say we want to go back to where we were, return from the flashback, or travel into the mysterious future. We'll use this flash forward sound effect. Right.
Wow. Sexy.
Now this final button moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene, we want to find out what's happening at the exact same time somewhere else. We're only moving in space. We use this meanwhile button.
You could sell these, Paul.
Did you make that?
To who?
Well, like,
Can I buy that?
2 other Spontaneanation podcasts.
Are you saying I should franchise this thing? Because I will.
I kept thinking, where do I get
yeah,
that?
because you know the Staples, the button,
The easy button?
the easy
Yeah.
button. Well, why not?
Did you
this?
make that?
I did not make this. Engineer Ryan made this.
It's brute. It's
But I made it in my mind.
Looking at this, I see it's like for an address plate or something. It's just someone had a lot of fun at Home Depot, and that makes me happy.
Me too. I'm delighted by it, legitimately.
I'm glad that it's getting some love because we can take it for granted. It's the 5th character, really. Well, I'm sorry. New York, of course, is the 5th character of the show. This is the 6th character.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I take it back.
It's not the 6th, 7th, and 8th character?
No.
It's all one unit.
This board is one unit.
One character.
As we all are
And
one unit.
this
unto
board
ourselves.
is a Miranda.
In Sex and the City.
Sex and the City? All right, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a Miranda because you can push her button.
Right?
Thank you for making that make sense for me.
It is time to reveal our location for our improv provided to us by Arden Myrin. And that location is...
Sorry.
Are you fucking kidding? Are you trying to not get invited back? That's how nervous you are about the improv?
I did mushrooms over the weekend, dude, and I have not recovered.
Oh my God.
I
Where?
am so on another planet.
Where?
Right now. In Joshua Tree.
Oh,
Where else? Mushroom Town, USA.
There was a meteor shower.
I'm sorry. Paul, I'm sorry I asked for an invite back. You don't need to invite me. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just rolling from my men in the woods.
Yeah, that location is Tommy Bahama Store. Tommy Bahama Store. We take you now to a Tommy Bahama store. I can help you.
Yep, I'd like to buy some shirts.
Okay. Well, as you can see, we have racks and racks of flowing
They all
short sleeve shirts.
They all really kind of look alike.
Yeah, that's kind of our thing. Is this your first time at a Tommy Bahama?
Yeah, I
store?
was just walking by on my way to the food court, and I thought I'd come in and.
Well,
I
thank
need some
you.
new shirts.
Sure. Well, do you want something tan or cream?
I'd prefer black.
Oh, a gentleman of distinction. Well, right this way.
I have a funeral to go to.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
I'm sorry. May I ask who it is that's died?
My old high school gym teacher.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? And you kept in touch over the years, or?
Not really, but my friend who I went to school with said I should go because he really didn't have any surviving family members, and it would be kind of depressing if no one showed up to this guy's funeral.
Well, I mean, were you fond of him as a student?
He was all right. He was a little mean.
Mean in what way?
Timothy, get over here. Listen, you little fuck. You better leave it on the field.
Oh, geez, coach. I
Listen.
don't want to play today. I got asthma.
Timothy, take a knee. We're going to nationals, all right? And this softball team isn't gonna fucking make it to nationals just with you out there pussyfooting around, you little fuck. I got divorced last
Coach.
weekend. My wife left me for her manager at Hot Topics, and I have nothing to lose. I got some steam to blow off, and I'm looking at you. You've been fucking around all season, really.
It's not really fucking around, coach. I have asthma.
Where's your inhaler?
I forgot it at home.
Oh yeah, a likely story. A likely story.
Did you often forget your inhaler?
Yeah, the weird thing is I kind of outgrew the asthma. It was like a childhood affliction.
Much like our Lord outgrew being a shitty kid. I'm sorry, I'm very religious.
What denomination are you?
Oh, you know, I like to float around.
Oh,
Yeah. Whoever has the best songs. That's who I like.
that's cool.
Yeah.
So, black shirts.
Yeah. Marlene can help you. Well, she'll take you right over to our evening section.
Thank you so much, Jerry. Hi, my name is Marlena, and I'll be helping you today at Tommy Bahama.
Hi, Marlene. I'm Curtis.
Hi, Curtis. How are you?
I'm all right.
So as you can see over here, we have such a cool selection of different shirts. Now, were you looking for something with a design or something that's plain?
Since it's a funeral I have to go to, probably plain.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry for your loss.
It's all right. I didn't know him that
Well, we have some very great options for you over here. Now, may I ask your size?
4XL.
Okay, that's great. That is such a cool number. This is...
You don't have to compliment it.
Jerry, can I talk to you for a second?
Oh, sure. What's up, Tina?
You've been spending a really long time with each customer. I mean, you really have been asking. We like to sort of make it fast, get their credit card, and keep it moving. Like, you've really been getting a little too personal with there's been a lot of Yelp reviews about how personal you get with the customers, Jerry.
Are they positive or negative?
I think people feel like it's somewhat personally, almost intrusive. I know.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, I guess I just have a naturally friendly disposition and I want to get to know people so I can best serve them, find out what kind of shirts they need. Do they need a tan shirt or a cream shirt? Do they need a shirt for a special occasion? Do they need a shirt from 2XL all the way up to 6XL?
I'm sorry, I just don't understand why whether my mother loved me enough is pertinent to the shirt I'm here to get.
Well, I think it's knowing more about your personality. What kind of shirt do you want to present to the world, you know?
This shirt is for my nephew, otherwise I wouldn't have even set foot in this place.
Oh, did his mother love him?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, are you religious?
Yes, I'm very religious.
I am too, after a fashion. What's your favorite hymn?
I guess Bringing in the Sheets.
Oh, classic.
Yeah, this fits nicely. I'll take 3.
That is such a good choice. I know your friend, even from heaven, will be looking down and thinking, wow, you look really great. So would you like these gift wrap?
No, I'll wear this one out, but we can put these other 2 in a bag.
Are you fucking kidding me? He wears a fucking Tommy Bahama shirt to my funeral? That little fuck shows up and that's what he wears to my fucking funeral?
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mr. Big Guns, I didn't mean to offend you.
That's kind of not how we do heaven.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Yeah, the idea here is that everybody's kind of like chill and we're having a good time.
It looks great.
Yeah, we praise God all day.
I'm so sorry. My wife left me years ago for her Office Max manager and things have not been good since.
I don't want you to feel it.
Now, hold on a second. I'm sorry. I'm looking over the book of your life, and it says here your wife left you for a Hot Topic manager.
Yeah. We got back.
Is that what you were about to say?
We got back together.
Thank you, Gabriel.
We got back together. And then she left me. She loves to work retail. And she's like hot for teacher, but it's from store managers. And I would take her back every fucking time.
I see.
And then she also left me for a Petco manager.
Gabriel, is it just me, or are they just letting anyone into heaven right now?
Yeah, and I keep trying to warn them that they may get a 1-star review on Yelpin, the heaven.
Heaven Yelp.
The heaven Yelp.
Heaven Yelp me.
Yelpin.
Heaven help me.
All right, we got to come up with a name for our social media platform here in heaven where you can review stuff. Yeah, you got a suggestion there, Michael?
How about Heaven Can Yelp?
Is that a play on something?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
It sounds good.
Well, that one's on the table. Okay, anybody else? Yes, Gabriel.
Gabriel's List. Just if people want to know if they're reliable heaven early adopters.
Right. I can't help but notice.
Gabriel's List?
Yeah, we'd be naming it after you, is what you're saying?
Oh, I wasn't thinking about me.
Well, yeah, Michael.
What about Things in Heaven?
Is that a play on Tears in Heaven, the Eric Clapton song?
No, it's people rate Things in Heaven.
Oh, I liked it as a play on Tears in Heaven.
Ghosts, harps,
Ghosts,
clouds, halos, other angels.
Look, Melchior, what do you have for us?
How about just God.com?
Ooh.
We tried to buy it. It's taken.
Did you try
Somebody's squatting on it.
Did you try .net?
Yeah, but that looks bad. You know what I mean?
Gods.com?
Gods.net.
But is it gods like possessive or more than one god? Because if it gets into polytheism, that's a problem.
Yeah, I don't know.
What about people are familiar with Yelp on Earth. What about just taking those two and making a portmanteau and saying Yelpin?
Oh, like heaven, but with Yelp instead of Hev.
Yeah. Or
well,
it's also Gabriel's List.
No. Gabe, I think you nailed it with Yelpin. It's perfect.
Okay.
Hi there. So Marlene was able to help you?
Yes, I'm very happy with these 3 shirts.
Thank you so much. That is so sweet of you to say.
You guys work on commission, right?
Yes, and some of us have better methods than others.
She was great.
I wanted to. No, I'm sure she was. I just wanted to apologize for prying earlier, and I apologize.
Well, thank you.
Your
I
personal
did think it was odd.
Great.
What did you pry about? What's going on?
Well, he said he was going to a funeral, and then I asked a bunch of intrusive questions.
Oh, no.
Excuse me, I'm also going to a funeral. I'm looking for a black shirt. Well, I need a black shirt that says I didn't know you well. You were my teacher, and I didn't like you, but I feel sorry for you.
Well, we do have a lot of t-shirts that would be right up your alley. If you could follow me right over here, I can show you a couple of different designs that we have.
Can I say you are one of the best customer service representatives I've ever experienced?
Oh, that's really sweet of you to say.
Yeah. Good for you, Mark.
Could you excuse me 1 second? I just want to talk to my co-manager.
Well, you just lost a star, but yes.
Are you okay, Jerry?
I just got chewed out in the manager's office.
Oh, no.
Jerry, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah.
Okay. I saw you try to apologize to that customer, and when you pulled him in, and you said, let's hug it out, and you held him, and you just held him. You held him for 15 minutes. You held him for 15 minutes.
Yeah, we had to hug it out, all out.
Okay. But, I have, generally, first of all, you should probably ask permission first, if you're going to touch somebody. He didn't even, you pulled him in. And then, he's a large man.
Hey, Tim, I don't mean to be rude here, but
yeah.
I just got reamed out already by Roger, not 10 minutes ago.
No, I know.
So, I'm trying here, I'm doing my best.
Look, I have to say, I don't know if you give me enough authority because I'm transitioning right now, and I do appreciate you calling me Tim. I appreciate you acknowledging that I am Tim now instead of Tammy Agee. I'm Timmy T. And ma'am, are you okay?
Hey, let's focus here.
My mother's in the corner.
I like shirts.
My mother loves to come to work and cheer me on. She just wants me to feel better. But I just felt like we've all been talking about it, and not only are you verbally too intrusive, you're physically so handy and all over everybody.
Noted.
No, okay, you don't need to touch me right now. I get it. You don't need to pull me in right now.
Verbally and physically intrusive. Great.
Okay, you're pulling me in right now.
Got it.
You can let go now. All I did was buy a hat. This is really, you're taking over my personal space.
Jerry, you should probably let go. Just let go.
Let go.
Let go.
Jerry.
Let go, Jerry.
Jerry, let go of me.
Jerry.
It's a fedora, Jerry.
You gotta let go, Jerry.
Jerry.
I don't think that I can.
Jerry, you gotta let go.
You gotta let go, Jerry.
Where's the manager?
My arms are locked. Which one?
Hi,
Tammy.
Hi, I'm Timmy Tamagini. Can I help you? Is there a problem?
Yes, this guy's been hugging me for 11 minutes.
Yeah, I clocked him back. I have security cameras all over. I watched him in the office, and I saw that.
Sir, if you just give me a gentle shove, I think I can disengage.
He can't let go.
There we go.
Thank you. I imagine, Tim, you want to see me in your office.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what to do. I feel like I can't win with anyone. I'm naturally a very loving person.
No, Jerry, oh my God. Yeah, watching you hug that man, I was prying you off of him, but also, I also understood why you needed to be there. And what I'm thinking is that maybe this isn't our place because, Tim won't even let me play my music, whenever I want. All he wants is to play the Bob Marley. And I was like, whoa.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I just farted. People love reggae. When they come in, they want to feel like they're in the tropics, They want to feel like they've just eaten jerk chicken, When you put on your Avril Lavigne, when you put on your Hot Topics music, people are...
Can I make a suggestion, Tim? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, that's what's up, Jerry.
Playing, this is not to say that Marlene shouldn't be able to play her music.
Sure.
If it's Tommy Bahama, wouldn't you want to go with a Jimmy Buffett? That feels like a home run.
I have to be honest with you, and it's hard for me to even acknowledge when I'm wrong, but I've never Googled the Bahamas, and in my mind, everything down on the island is Jamaica. I just picture everything as reggae. I've never actually looked up what the Bahamas are all about.
Well, the Bahamas are really into girl angry rock right now, Evanescence.
The Bahamas.
So, I think if we just put that on there, then not only would we be doing a service to the reality of the island, but also maybe we'd get a couple more customers that are a little maybe angrier.
Gather around, guys. I just look at the sales of your album. You are huge in the Bahamas.
Finally.
Us? Evanescence?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah. I can't explain it. There's only one record store in all of the islands.
Yeah.
But you're sold out everywhere.
This is great news, fellow
really
Evanescence
is.
members.
Hi, I'm looking for the new Evanescence album. I've looked all over the island.
Sold out, man.
I have been trying to buy a t-shirt here for about 25 minutes. I had a very nice girl. She seemed like she really saw me for who I am. She looked right into my soul. She had a very warm, sympathetic voice.
Sorry,
she was
Jerry,
going to
hold
show
on.
me some shirts,
I'm
and
right
she's
here.
gone.
I'm right
She's
here.
gone.
I'm right here. I'm so sorry. I was talking to my fellow workman, Jerry. It was kind of important, but I would love to help you. So tell me, what are you looking for in Tommy Bahama?
I'm sorry. I don't mean to intrude, and I'm not going to touch anyone.
Why would you?
You mentioned you were here for a funeral for your
Yes,
old
for my-
gym teacher?
For my old, well, I didn't say gym teacher, but how did you
Does this guy
know?
look familiar to you?
My name's Curtis.
Curtis.
Yeah. Does this person ring any
Genevieve.
bells for you, Curtis?
Genevieve.
Genevieve Ming?
Genevieve Ming. It's me.
Oh
my
my
God.
God. I haven't seen you in, 15,
It's
20
been
years?
at least 15 to 20 years.
Oh my God.
You're
I wish I
Going-
could remember when I
my God.
graduated.
You're going to Coach Klein's funeral, too.
I am. He was a real son of a bitch, but a friend
He
of
was-
mine said he didn't have any remaining family, and I just thought I should go. And I thought, what's the least amount of money I can spend on an outfit? And I decided to come here.
That's what I did. I actually ended up buying 3 shirts.
Oh, really? Is
Yes.
that one of them?
I have to be honest with you. This is the first time we've had anybody come and request to stage a wedding at a Tommy Bahama store. But your story has just so touched me.
It's a touching story.
I mean,
It's literally a touching story because Jerry, who of course we're having officiate the wedding, touched us to the point of discomfort.
I couldn't help myself. I got him in a big group hug.
I saw that.
And thank you for letting me DJ. I think that's really cool, you guys.
I think Coach Klein would have really liked this.
I think he would have
probably
hated it.
would have cursed a lot.
Yeah.
That little fuck got Genevieve Ming. Are you kidding me? Are you that little fuck who wore a blouse to my funeral got Genevieve Ming? Are you fucking kidding me?
How was the funeral, by the way?
It was weird.
It was
Was it?
really weird.
It was more of a seance.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the sight of God. First of all, I'm sorry. Let me go off script for a second. I'm kind of disgusted to see so many bowling shirts and T-shirts. It's like you're doing it on purpose to disrespect the coach, but...
You, Don!
Okay,
Yeah.
all
my
right.
God.
Shut up, Sully.
Boy, oh boy, you know, you go through years of seminary school, they still call you Don. All right, so...
Father Don! Father Don!
yeah.
Fuck you, Father Don!
Thanks
Sully.
a lot, Sully.
Sully, you be careful. You know he worked hard to get there, so you shut your mouth.
Yeah, he worked hard his ass. Fuck you!
Hey, Sully, he is a father now. You respect the clergy, all
That's
I
right?
don't
right.
respect my own father. I'm not gonna respect this father motherfucker.
All right, fine. Complaint noted. All right, we're going to mix it up a little bit. Instead of the usual boo-hoo, boo-hoo, we're going to try to contact the spirit of the coach, and everyone can finally tell him off.
Hey, Don, you seen the town?
Of course I seen the town. Ask me how many times.
How many times you seen the town?
100.
102. 102 over here.
Sully, you pipe it down. You know we worked on this. You gotta be respectful now. He's a
I'm
man and a
respectful
caller.
of people that have seen the town enough to respect the town. Fuck
Well,
you.
What would your mother think of this, huh? You talk to your mother with that
Oh,
voice?
boy. What would your mother think
What
of
would
this?
your mother think of
That's
this?
real nice bringing up my mother since she's been out of this world for a couple months.
Well,
And when I go off in orbit into that sky in that spaceship, I want you to know, even though I'm gonna be out of the world, I still love you, kiddo.
Well, thanks so much, Ma. And you know, I know you're not gonna like things I say, things I do, but
I'm not gonna be able to hear them. I'm not going to heaven.
But
I'm
even
just
if you
going to
can
outer
hear
space.
them, even if you can't hear them, just know they're coming from a good place. And you know Don. He's in seminary school.
Yeah,
Father
I know Don.
I got a real bone to pick with that guy. And just know that there's going to be some stuff. And
Well, listen, if an opportunity arises to confront him at a funeral,
Excuse me, we can't have family members on the launch pad.
honey, you're going to have to leave.
So did people get to tell the spirit of the coach that they hated him?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Was it cathartic for
How
you?
long did it go on for?
Was it cathartic?
it was a 3-day event.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you were a piece of shit.
Oh, you talked to your
I
mother?
had asthma.
Oh, I had asthma. All right. Oh,
All right, Curtis. All right, you had your turn. Next.
Oh, you're a fucking priest now?
Yeah,
Look at
that's
you.
right, asshole.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at me.
I'm a man of God.
I got a collar now. Oh, a big Mr. Big Deal. I don't think
boy,
so.
I hope you go straight to hell once you get out of purgatory.
Hey, coach, is my mom up there?
No, I saw her rocket right by me on some kind of spaceship. I try you. That woman is a sweet piece of ass, but I was
You
like,
fucking don't talk about my
mouth
mom.
on this guy.
talk about your mother as much as I want to talk about your mother. Oh, I've been grinding it to your mother up here for years, but she just wouldn't. She wouldn't.
For years.
I just been
You
thinking
just
about
died.
Yeah, so did my mother.
My soul has been dead since the late 80s.
Technicality. You got me there,
That's
coach.
right. That's right. They didn't teach you that in a fucking seminary school, huh? Okay, you better than me now? Please.
Curtis?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's appropriate for us to do like what they call an Irish goodbye, where we just don't say anything to
Kinda
anyone. And
sneak out.
Can I be
She's
honest
trying
with
to
you?
get on your junk.
I don't.
Hey.
Excuse me,
He's trying to
Coach.
be a wingman.
I don't know if it's just because all these people are garbage, but I'm having real feelings for you right now.
Oh,
I was
Curtis.
feeling the
She's
same
out of your
way.
league. That little Ming girl.
Hey,
get
Mom.
her.
Hey, shut the
Hey,
fuck
Mom.
up, coach.
Hey,
Shut
Mom,
up.
are you around? Are you around? Yeah, I'm trying to get you down here to talk to you, but someone won't let you through.
This is Houston. We do have a call from Earth.
Is it my daughter again? Over.
Yes, it is. Would you like us to
Okay.
patch the call through?
I'd rather not. If you could just tell her that I'm real busy collecting samples.
Houston, I'm sorry to say, we cannot raise your mother on the line.
Oh, her voice sounds good.
All right. You know what, everyone? I'm out. I'm doing like an Irish goodbye.
That's not how that works.
You can't
That's
say
just
Irish
a goodbye.
That's the
I'm
opposite.
doing an
I'm
Irish.
giving you a fucking slow clap from heaven.
I'm doing an Irish goodbye, and see you guys later.
And so, Sully is your best man?
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a fucking best man.
Okay, all right. There's no...
Who are you?
my name is Jerry. I work here at the
Jerry.
Bahama.
Jerry.
I'll be officiating the wedding.
And you're all invited to the reception at Sbarro afterwards.
We decided to really splurge.
All right, and I believe you've written your own vows.
I'm sorry, we decided to really splurge.
Splurge.
That's Sbarro.
The pre-apology was a good idea.
Splurge.
Curtis?
Yep.
Wake me up.
You want me to say my
Yeah,
vow?
say your vows now. What's the... Okay, can we...
Evanescence.
Let's wait until after to play the music.
I'm okay with it.
Okay, let's keep the music going.
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
15 years ago, if you had told me I would be going into a store in the
Oh,
mall.
I'm sorry, I forgot. We said that we were going to say our vows simultaneously.
Okay.
Sounds like a horrible idea.
Ready,
Let's
honey?
see how it
Yes.
Jerry, stop this.
Sully,
Let us.
Once in
15
a
years ago,
lifetime,
if you
you get
had
the
told me
opportunity
that
to
I
meet the
would
person
be
that you're going
going
to spend
to
the
a
rest of
store
your
in the mall
life with.
This is beautiful.
and
You
meeting the
don't
love
know
of
that
my
it's
life,
going to be at
I would
the
have told
shittiest
you you
clothing
were
stores
fucking
around.
crazy.
This is beautiful.
You would never
But it
have told
happened.
me that I would have
I
fallen
came
in
to
love with the
buy
music of Evanescence
flowing
or
shirts
Jimmy Buffett. But
and
it happened.
met the most
and
wonderful woman
I
I've
plan to
ever
spend
met.
at least the next 2 years
And
with
I
this
promise
man,
to
married
love
him
and
as
cherish
his
her
lawful
forever.
wedded wife.
Amen.
That was beautiful. I think a lot of us probably thought you were going to be saying the same thing at the same time and not separate things at the same time.
Oh, did we not? I couldn't hear because I was saying my own vows.
Jerry, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
I just wanted to say, I know I've been hard on you over the years.
You really have.
I know I've like really ridden your ass.
Yeah.
Because you really rub my craw. Is that the right phrase?
I don't think so.
You really got under my craw?
No, I think things get stuck in the craw, and that's
No, you
all
rubbed
we
my
know
craw.
about craws.
You rubbed one out on my craw. And I just wanted to say, I just wanted to tell you when you were officiating that wedding, I felt like you and I made eye contact, and I felt like I'd been hard on you because I was jealous when you were holding all those customers. You know, it's like you never hold old Timmy T.
It's almost like, if I could say, as the mother in the corner of the office, Tim, it's almost like you've been so busy touching people you haven't really been seeing them.
Well, I mean, honestly, when you hug someone, it's very difficult to look at them because your head is over the shoulder and you're looking at like what's behind them.
Well, you've neither looked at nor held me.
Tim, I guess I've been blind. I guess I should have, all those times when you were reprimanding me at work, I should have realized that was your love language.
You know what? I like the little boots you were wearing today. They give you an extra lift. And if I may reach up and hold you just for a moment.
Tim?
I'd like that. May I touch you?
Of course you may.
Oh, God, I feel sorry. Oh, God. Oh, God, I feel
Tim
sorry.
took a lot of mushrooms at Joshua Tree this weekend, so he's still a little
I heard him yawn in my ear. And that's how we met.
That's how we met. That's how
I mean,
met.
that's not how we obviously we met
we
when
met.
I started working.
That's how
your souls met? You mean Grandpa?
Yeah, that's a beautiful story.
Thank you, honey. Thank you.
Yeah, it's nice. Now, tell us what happened next.
I saw him, and then once I reached up and I hailed him, I felt like we had our own little love spaceship going up in the sky. You know?
We did, and we got married right away. The people that I had just married officiated our wedding. It was a busy day at Tommy Bahama.
You wore your best cream shirt.
That's right. You wore your best tan.
We were almost like camouflage, where I couldn't tell either of us apart.
That's right. Someone tried to take my shirt off and try it on.
That was a very sexy moment, and you handled that like such a champion.
That's right, grandchildren. It was a sexy moment.
I'm hungry.
Let's go to the site of our wedding reception, the Sbarro. And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation. Oh my God! Arden Myrin!
Thank you, Bob!
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Steve Agee, where can people find you and what would you like to tell them about it? September 25th.
I am Steve Agee, and you can find me online at Steve Agee, most of the social networking platforms.
There you go. It couldn't be simpler than that. And you have your own podcast, Steve Agee's
Bringing in the Sheaves.
And you started a new podcast with our
Busy
friend
Phillips.
Busy Phillips.
I love your podcast.
We're No Doctors.
I
Thank
love
you.
the We're No Doctors
Thank you.
podcast.
Any other podcasts you like?
No.
Okay.
I'm just kidding, Paul. I like all of them.
You're smiling. I see you smile. You're smiling. She's smiling.
Oh my God, she is smiling.
She's smiling.
It's a Spontaneanation miracle.
She's glowing.
I can't believe it.
Blasucci, what do you want to tell people about?
Oh, lots of stuff, but
Pick two.
hold on. The Pistol Shrimps start up again in September, so
There we go.
So you can listen to Pistol Shrimps Radio for play-by-play.
If you're in LA, you can go see a game.
Yeah, which on Tuesdays between 7 and 9 p.m. there's games we'll post online.
If you follow Pistol Shrimps on Twitter, will they update when the games are and
Yeah,
stuff
Twitter
like that?
and Instagram.
There you
They'll
go.
update you.
Okay.
And
on Twitter, you are?
M_. Paul created a nickname for me.
Munderscore.
Because it's M_Blasucci.
Munderscore.
But it's Munderscore.
And I always say Munderscore, and then one time Maria accidentally said it, and it was the greatest day of my life.
Wow.
And it was the worst day of mine.
She's not smiling anymore.
Oh my God.
Much like
she's
our
so
Lord.
Angry. She's
Much
so
like our Lord.
angry.
And then Drunk History comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Sometime.
Yay.
I think. Oh, and Steve's in it.
Yeah, we
Steve's
did
in
a
it.
Drunk History.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He's in. What story are you in? The story of
The Ghost Army?
the Ghost Army, when a bunch of World War II soldiers created a ghost army and a ghost battle. So when the Germans
Yeah.
flew over, they were like, "Oh my God, look at this thing!" And but there was nothing there.
Jack McBrair's in that one as
Yeah.
well.
There we go.
So I think that premieres sometimes earlier next year, though. So
There we go. Be on the lookout for that. Little Jenna Varney.
Yes.
Stand Against Evil, Season 2,
Yay.
November 1st on
Very soon.
IFC.
That's
I'm
right.
at Janet Varney on Twitter and the JV Club on Instagram.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eban Schletter, ebanschletter.com. Eban Schletter on all the platforms. How do you find where he is? You got to spell his name, and it goes something like this. EBANSCHLETTER.
Oh, that makes me happy.
That's so great.
God, that makes me
How
happy.
long
As
did you
for
guys
me-
work on that for? Because it sounds like it.
We've rehearsed it for
4 days.
4 days.
Can you guys do a song about my name?
Yeah.
I want one too.
Okay, do it.
STEVEAGEE.
That's like the end of We Are the Champions. You think there's more?
Please don't point out how I ripped off We're the Champions.
I'm so delighted. He's like a magician. I'm like,
Ladies.
to me.
All right, here we go. Arden Myrin. ARDENYRIN. Okay.
Oh, it doesn't
As for me, ladies and gentlemen, PF Tompkins and all the things. Go to paulftompkins.com/live to find out where I'm going to be. I love all of you. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to engineer Cody for guest engineering us all the way to the end of the show. Which this is. Goodbye forever until next week. This is Paul F. Tompkins
Goodbye.
saying, Semper in Presenti.
Oh my God. Paul!
What is up? This is Andrew T., host of the Yo, Is This Racist podcast. If you need help dealing with your racist family, your racist coworkers, this is the podcast for you. Yes, even white people. This week, check out my episode with Brett Gelman and Janixa Bravo. They made a great movie called Lemon.
I hate being in like white spaces where the hip hop is playing super loud, and I'm like, I'm the only person of color here, and I know there's some browns in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So it's like if your front of the house is all white, you don't get hip hop.
Listen to Yo, Is This Racist on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app. Peace.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ackerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.